as you have seen, it was a cool party yesterday. My boyfriend was super not happy with me being out. We have tried to understand each other. We even maybe did a bit.
На английском языке блог. Я со своим русским блогом.
Perfetto.
Меня боится, что если я куплю мотоцикл, я разобьюсь.
Все разбиваются, все до одного разбиваются.
Это плохо ездили, наверное.
Came to the market.
Don't mind people grinning in your face. Don't mind people grinning in your face. You know you might talk about you, sisters and your brothers too. Don't you mind people grinning in your face?
You like my pants? Just bought them. We're going to the pool. I have broke my phone, my dear iPhone 7. That is so sad. I don't know, I'm just a bit worried. So you probably know that the latest iPhone 7 is supposed to be waterproof. I thought so too, and I was wrong. So yesterday what I did was extremely stupid. I went to the pool and I was like, yay, my phone is waterproof, let's swim with it. What a great idea. And my phone was working for at least half an hour. And then I put it aside. And I take it again. It was super hot. And I was like, oh, it's hot? It's not working. Let me charge it. I don't know what happened. I charged it. It became even more hot. And I started to read about iPhones that got into the water. And everyone in one voice told me two things that I did wrong. Do not even dare to charge your phone. And second thing, immediately go to the first unofficial service center. So I think I really killed it while I was charging. And secondly, I didn't open up my phone because I was afraid to lose a warranty. Today might be too late, but now I'm going to check it out. I really believe those marketers. iPhone 7 is waterproof. I should go to the repairment center and see, maybe it's not too bad. So, the situation with my phone is next. There are two ways to deal with it. The first one is a bit more expensive but less risky, is to go to authorized service center and exchange my phone for a new one for about $500. Later I went to this unauthorized service center and asked, can you please diagnose it and maybe if there is a way replace something and you repair my phone. They say yes, easy. Probably they will replace the motherboard or or the screen or the battery. That would cost me $300. Still better and still a lot. Okay. So I just gave away my phone. So far it's okay. I went for lunch with my boyfriend and his friend, and then we went to meet our landlord, grab a pair of keys, and I'm going to work. My perfect luck. Broken library, broken phone. There was some water problems with the library, and second time in this week that I have to go back home and work from home.
Пакетж, который позволяет все это дело раскручивать, они уже знают где, как нагнать заинтересованных людей. Полный пакет услуг. Ну вот, это за это получает вознаграждение.
The last 2 days I really don't feel too good. And I think it has something to do with two factors. First reason is the fact that I'm kind of settling down and I'm putting myself into the comfort zone. So I'm really losing my stress resistance. And the second one is the fact that I moved here in Prague, and more or less I've organized everything and all the movements are stopped, and I sit and I started to question myself, what am I doing here? You know, like I just didn't feel a purpose of my existence here. So coming to the first point, I came back home yesterday after going to the iPhone service center, and I came back home and I sit on the bed and I started to be so sad and so weak, and I didn't understand why, you know. I felt just useless. When my boyfriend came back from work and I couldn't explain what happened, I was just like, I'm so useless, no one needs me and stuff like this. I was really weak. And I don't feel confident at all. And I think it's my stress unresistant is very much connected to the fact that I'm settling. I'm trying to, you know, create my own bubble, my own comfort zone. I'm trying to sit and focus on my work. I'm trying to work, I'm trying to get clients, and I'm trying to make it all feel comfortable and secure for myself, which is actually the opposite definition of the stress resistance, you know. And so when the stress comes in and I have to run out of my bubble, I'm not prepared. I'm really not prepared. I feel very weak. So every problem that comes to my hands, I'm like, oh, why is it happening to me? All this whining. And that is not very usual for me. It's just a very new and strange feeling to me. You know, I was traveling so much before. I was hitting the road every day. Tomorrow I didn't know where I'm sleeping, what I'm eating. I have $3 in my pocket. I have so many friends, or I was making friends on the way. So I was really open for anything that could happen, anything. There was no problems with me at all. And now with every little, just not perfect detail, I'm getting so upset and offended and just not happy. And the second one is, of course, that I moved to Prague, and there are some things for me to do here, but they are not like missions. I don't have particular mission in Prague. I just moved with my boyfriend, and the fact that I'm trying to create for myself my own routine, my own mission, my own whatever. No, I don't feel myself a part of something big, a part of some community, a part of some mission. I'm just alone here trying to move around and do some splash in the water around myself, but I don't feel connected to anything, you know. I don't like to be inefficient or useless. So yeah, the distance makes me very disconnected from all my missions and definitions that I have set up for myself. Now I'm going to service center and I'm gonna be fine and I'm gonna be happy. Who cares? I'm going to Italy. That should be fun, right? That was a very long speak. Sorry. I'm just running back and forth from one repair center to another, and they all tell me different things. Just like new one. so broken. So, the news are not cool at all. So literally I was going from one service center to another, and back and forth for one stupid reason. The service, unofficial service, they say that we might fix it for this price, or maybe for this price, and maybe for this price. It could take 5 days, or maybe 6 days, or maybe 10, or maybe 15. You know, there are two risks. One is that it could cost less, but it will be just fixed phone, and maybe later there will be some problems with some another part, and it probably just doesn't worth it. While on the other side, I could wait much longer and pay 30% more, but free of risks, and I decided to go for the safe option. I'm just going to travel and I don't have any phone with me, so that will be pretty much survival. But of course I'm trying to find the phone from some other people around here who maybe have the phone they don't use, just any, even Nokia 1100. With szlechachka, which is whipped cream, and it's very traditional Czech dessert or something like that you can find in each touristic street. Okay, it's 10 p.m. so it's time to go home. The great news, I found a new phone, so I will not be totally lost in Italy. We really need to get out of here. I am running again. If I ever be on time, please God bless me, because it's never happening. Run!
Like, people just get on and they never go. I don't know where they.
So cool, so cool. I've met a Australian guy who's moving around everywhere, and he also borrowed me his iPhone. So cool. Time to go for a work, and today I'm really happy because all this stupid mess with the phone is behind. I'm pretty settled. I'm just looking for a couch surfer in Italy.
Don't mind people grinning in your face.
The good news, I just got a new client. By the way, I'm frequently getting asked where do I get my clients from, and that is impossible to say where from exactly. For example, from Dribble, most of my clients come to make the investment pitch deck, because somehow my shots were quite on the top. I would have about 3 requests a month for a pitch deck. Then from Dribble, sometimes companies approaching me for different type of projects, like temporary projects, 2-3 months little project, or like we need to do some design little stuff, could you be available hourly for us sometimes. And this time the client came from Instagram, just like randomly one woman wrote me, hey, startup, we have a flow. The other channel is LinkedIn. Sometimes, strangely enough, people address me there, and I'm like, okay, maybe. And maybe 20% of my clients are coming from redirections, like networking. Some people who I know, who knew that I'm doing a design, they just send my contacts. I have a coffee with a potential client and we discuss his project. I'm sending a proposal, and voila, we're starting a project. So it's pretty much different, but of course Dribble works the best for it. I was sitting literally for 3 hours and watching one guy video YouTube tutorials about how to edit movies. Oh my god, there's so many little sneaky tricks about it, and it's so cool. There are many little nuances you have to consider while building up your story, and I was just wondering, how does that magic happen when you watch a little, I know, travel video and you have these goosebumps all over you. That is just magical for me, and I was simply struggling to unlock that magic sauce and find it, how to do it. That guy goes so much into details how he's doing it, and I believe it's just a top on the iceberg. I love this guy. I'll post him under this video. Вон Крым. Самое главное, что здесь есть. Я все вижу. Я все контролирую. Полетели в Австралию, мяу. Австралия! Мяу, а где Америка? Мяу, Америку убрали. Мяу, мы без Америки остались. Мяу, Америки нету. Что ты снимаешь? Худший мужик в мире.
Бездарный режиссер. А сколько бы ты не смотрел видосов, ты все равно не научишься нормально тыкать людей камерами.
Так обижать умеет, ужасный мужчина. Закрой рюкзак.
Команда знает, дай бутер себе.
Нет, бутер мой.
Видите, что происходит? Видите, тирания. Видите?
Пошли, мужик. Кто дебил, ты имеешь в виду? Я. Едем в надраже под бабу.
Это ужасно. Это ужасно.
Я спалила мяу! Ушла от мяу на 10 минут, прихожу, он смотрит Деспасито. I successfully enough missed our flights to Italy, and feeling a bit sad and down, we decided to rebook our trip, and now we're going to Slovakia, to the mountains, to have some chill and fresh air. I finally got up and started to try to work. I signed the contract with one new client for another pitch deck. I had so many requests for a pitch deck during the last 2 months, and now we're going to have a Skype with my new client, discussing the details for his project.